Hi guys, I hope you are fine. Me too, I'm fine. So let's get into business, guys. We solve this problem. First of all, I read it. Solve the equation 3 cos 2x minus 13 sin x minus 1 is equals to 0. So guys, we now focus on this question. And as we do this question, let's think about how we can convert this cos 2x into sin x. And this is how, guys, we can do it. From our hyperbolic identities, we have cos squared x minus sec squared x. This one gives us 1. Guys, we can also write this cos 2x in terms of identity, that is hyperbolic identity. This one shall be cos squared x plus. So when this one to x means is x plus x. And for hyperbolic functions, we don't change the sign for cos when we are expanding. So we shall still have a plus. We shall have plus. Then sin squared x. This one now gives us cos 2x. So now, guys, we use those two equations to replace our cos 2x. So I'll come and write the equation now. 3, instead of writing cos 2x, I will write this. So I will have cos squared x plus sin hyperbolic squared x, like that. That is for that. Minus 13 sin hyperbolic x minus 1. This one is 0, like that. So guys, I now come and write. I can write again here. So guys, what I'll do, I'll come and replace, because we want everything to be in terms of sin hyperbolic. I will replace this with this equation, because we can make cos squared x the subject of the formula here. So we shall have cos squared x equals to 1 plus sin squared x. So I will write like this, guys. 3 bracket. Instead of writing this one, I write here 1 plus sin hyperbolic squared x. So this one represent this according to this equation, because I can bring this side. Then plus again sec squared x, like that. Now minus 13 sin hyperbolic x minus 1 equals to 0. So guys, that is my equation. And so I can have, now according to the equation, I will have 3 for this one plus 3 sin hyperbolic squared x plus sin hyperbolic squared x, of which this one now, guys, will be 4, because this one will be not 4 but 3 plus 3, because we shall have, maybe I can write it, sine hyperbolic squared x plus 3 sine hyperbolic squared x, now minus 13 sine hyperbolic x minus 1 equals to 0. So that's how, guys, is going to be. So I will have now, so this one now will give us 3 minus 1, which gives us now 2. So we shall have 2 plus 3 sine hyperbolic squared x plus 3 sine hyperbolic squared x. We will get 6 sine hyperbolic squared x minus 13 sine hyperbolic x. This is equal now to 0. So guys, what we can do now is that we can say let y be equal to sine hyperbolic x. With that one, guys, we can transform our equation into y, that is into function of y. So we shall have 2 plus 6, this is going to be y squared, minus 13 y equals to 0. So let's now, guys, we have formed a quadratic equation. We can now rearrange it. And this is how we rearrange it. We start with 6y squared minus 13y plus 2 is equals to 0. So that's our quadratic equation, guys. So we solve for y. So we look for two numbers. If you multiply them, you get 12. If you add them, you get negative 13. So we now think about those two numbers. So those two numbers, if you multiply them, you get 12. If you add them, you get negative 13. And that one is going to be, so guys, the two numbers are supposed to be negative 12 and negative 1. Since that if I multiply them, you get 12. If you add them, you get negative 13. And so, guys, we are going to now manipulate this. 6y now squared. So we say negative 12y negative y plus 2 is equals to 0, like that. We can now divide this into 2 by writing 6y squared minus 12y, divide that, we put bracket there, and then we come and put another bracket here, and because we have a bracket after the sign negative, we have to change this other to read the same. That is to change the sign of that to be negative. This one now becomes 0. So we can factor out 6 on this side, 6y. So we are left with y minus 2. Then minus, can put 1 there. Y minus 2 equals to 0, like that. So guys, now we can factor out y over 2. And then we are left with 6y minus 1, like that. And then y minus 2. This is equals to 0. So we can say therefore 6y minus 1 is equals to 0, or y minus 2 equals to 0. So that now we have 6y equals to 1, y equals to 1 all over 6. And this other side we have y is equals to 2. So guys, now we come and replace for y, because we said y, let y be equals to sine hyperbolic x. And so guys, starting with this, we shall have 1 over 6. Let me put it in terms of not fraction, but in decimal. 1, that is 1 divided by 6 equals to 0.1666. So we have 0.1666 equals to sine hyperbolic x. Meaning that, guys, we are going to have sine hyperbolic inverse 0.1666 now will give us x, and this one is now going to be from our calculators guys. Let's see, this is not what we normally do, guys. We go to high. This is high. You see this hype. First of all, we press this one like that, then press shift, and then you go to sine. You see, it gives us sine inverse. Then you go to whatever value you want, 0.1666. This one gives us, that is 99.59. Okay, guys, I have made a mistake because this is sine inverse. So let's go back again. We press on shift, guys. We press on shift first. We press on shift and then press on hype. This is the figure. We have pressed on shift, then we come to hype, that is hyperbolic, then we go to sine. Now you can see that is sine hyperbolic inverse of 0.1666. This one gives us 0.1658. So this is 0. X is going to be 0.1658. So guys, that is one of our solution. We go to this other side. We have y is 2, like that. So this one gives us now sine hyperbolic x. So we shall have now to get sine hyperbolic inverse 2 is equals to x. So x now is going to be, so guys, we do the same. We go to shift first, then hyperbolic, we go to sine hyperbolic inverse, then we want 2. That gives us 1.443. So this one is 1.443. So guys, this is also our solution. So guys, thank you for listening to me. And so that's how we do that problem, guys. Bye bye.